And hello and welcome back to the first playoff stream of GSC this season. I'm and this cast is brought to you by Sparkster, and I'm here with Closhi.
Hello.
And with this being the first of many streams to come, hopefully, with playoffs, and we'll be starting with Division 7 here between Lotus and 55, who have both fought pretty hard, but in the end was kind of a steamroll of a division, wasn't as close compared to others as we did see Bay 2 go 10-0 undefeated to get the first seed. So it'll definitely be a pretty difficult journey to reach the finals. But we first will start with this matchup here. So we could go to the first team being 55. So with 55's lineup today, they will be using Leoty, Lynx, Hanny, and Judge, who's AOQG, and Slick Bagging. Definitely a team with surprisingly a lot of kind of oldish sort of players, which is Lynx, Hanny, and Judge, who they've all been playing for a very long time in many different places and clans around the mid-div area. Lynx has been kind of with the XII, XIV friend group in the past few seasons, and Hanny and Judge have been lying around mid div, and kind of the only newish player is Leoty, who has actually been performing pretty well considering he is definitely the newest player on this team. And when it does come to averages, it is seen clearly that none of these players are kind of the outliers here. They can all stand their ground by themselves. All four players almost having a 30 GP or above, which is very well, considering that there isn't a player just stealing all the points. So we could see any of these players perform extremely well today. And going to their bagger, Slick, who has been bagging more recently, and he is again one of the newer baggers, but especially for D7, I don't think it will be as much of a challenge for him. I do think that the bagging battle will be quite even once we go to the next team. There definitely won't be a steamroll, but hopefully I don't jinx that. But overall, definitely a very solid team and could uh, perform an upset here to the second seed team, which was Lotus. And Closhi, you can take away with this one.
Yeah, so these teams have played pretty early in the season against each other, and I think it was both matches were very close, with Lotus just barely winning. And I would have said that, at least on paper, 55 would have been the stronger team. And I mean, they did win all other matches, like besides against Lotus and Bay. And yeah, also in the overall division standings, there were like pretty huge gaps between the top three and bottom three teams. So yeah, let's come to the team like Lord and Squirrel. They have played with each other for a long time. Like with Song 2, Song probably being one of the newer players, and at least in the GSC scene. Draghi has played across a huge number of teams from what I know, because he always needs to fit in somewhere with his time zone, because he can't play like late night European times, or like times North American players would usually play as. So yeah, that's why this match is like pretty early, at least for the North American players. I would say they like have more experience playing with each other than 55. Even though I still think they're a bit weaker on paper, but it should still like be a very close match. And yeah, Lord will probably be like the main carry, as he has like always been in the season. So yeah,
Yeah, no,
passing
definitely.
it on to you against Baxter.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with a lot you said there. This team, especially this friend group, but mostly Lord and Squirrel they've been playing for a while. Squirrel definitely being the veteran player here, playing with so many different teams, but it's always been kind of this core friend group in a way. You know, it all started with GLW a few years ago, and now uh, with many of those players departing and, you know, the newer generation coming in, and this is what we have. And yeah, as you did say, Draggy's time zone is kind of a main reason of definitely the time that we're playing, just because Draggy is from East Asia, so it is a bit difficult to schedule. But as long, but mostly all of the Lotus players are European, so it did work out. But any we could do predictions of this match as there's 8 in the room. I think I do believe it is only one match. I believe unless they do just surprisingly chain a second one, but I'm not gonna expect it. But I think I'll start with my prediction. I think yeah, both teams could go either way. I think Shocks will play a huge part in what team could kind of snowball tracks, but I do think that if 55 do play their cards, I could see them taking away this match here.
I think what also like maybe has a huge impact is like the mentality of the players and how fast they will like get tilted or not. Because I think 55 probably depends a bit more on like their faster players like Judge and Hanley to like be up there. And I think whether they can keep these positions up there and just make a huge impact can like have a huge impact on the outcome of the wars.
Yeah, definitely agreeing, especially it is kind of the lower div, so it's definitely gonna impact a lot. And both teams' mentality will play a huge part. I do know that obviously Lotus will not have the perfect mentality, and I have seen a few of their streams, and if 55 does start snowballing races and keep picking up momentum, then it could genuinely spiral out of control, and it could just be easy breeze to victory for 55. But it's just both teams just need to keep composure for all of the races, and it will be a close and honestly 50-50 match. I could see either team winning. There's so many factors that could go into this match.
Yeah, so as we see in the predictions, like right now, there's like 80% of the, or we don't know how many people, okay, 2 people voted for each team, but like way more points into 55. Okay, so it doesn't mean that lot because 2 people voted on both sides, but somebody seems to have a lot of faith in 55 winning, whoever that is.
Yeah, someone is gambling a lot uh for a team which uh not gonna incentivize gambling, but you know, they can do them. And there is 10 in a room, so we should hopefully be seeing uh a start soon, and we'll probably just see the
Only.
regular kind of 1-3-2-4 tracks seeing out. And we could just see hopefully just a glimpse of both these teams' play styles and how they kind of have everything organized. And one more thing, just to uh, point out, I guess, before we start, just how Draggy is from East Asia. Song also, as a Pacific time Canadian from last season, actually moved to Australia. So this is, I guess, definitely less favorable compared to Draggy to play at this time, but still very late for Song as well. And one more thing as well with Hanny being actually Hawaiian, so it is extremely early for Hanny. Technically, it is like the middle of the night for him. So this just people from all over the world playing this match, literally.
Honestly, had no idea who was from Hawaii. I mean, Slick is also from Australia, so It's another one that lives like on the far east on the usual globe maps. So yeah.
But first track we will be seeing is the standard DDR uh 413 from Lotus, and we will see if Lotus will keep one. We do have one POV from each team, being Lord from Lotus and Judge from 55. And this Golden 5 is the perfect start for Lord. He just cannot get past this TC, and fair play to just sit and save this Golden until the Ultra at the end of the lap, which we will probably most likely see him take.
And he hits a wall. So yeah, he might only barely gain a lead from the time he lost there, if he can even get in first at all. Oh, well,
Ooh, that red is unfortunate. Yeah, it's gonna set him back into eighth. But most of 55 actually in the back, which does mean Lotus most likely is keeping one, and Judge actually is the first Ultra taker with triple shrooms and making a almost perfect cut, but it works
still hit
out.
the ball.
Yeah, Lord takes the gut behind and pulls the Mega in four. So we will see which team is going to pull Shock. Judge holding it down in one with Hanny still right behind. So top two, 455 actually, but this Mega in third could change the entire race, depending if MHS does pull the Shock.
I mean, he seems to be in a build right now, so I assume he's in ninth. Or he could be in 10 still and just building up, but I would assume
Both
that 55 has the shock.
Yeah, both baggers are going forward. Does could mean that Slick is pretty safe with Shock. And Lord did actually burn his Mega, so no more Mega for him. But Lotus will need to start training for Blue if they do actually need to do something. But Henny actually is hit out, or just hit a wall or something. But Lotus actually gets into 2-3. Judge is pretty safe in one, I
Yeah, I think it's
believe.
huge for them, so they can still win the race, even if just barely.
Yeah. Oh, but if Shock comes out, there is a blue, but Judge is waiting on the line, which means that Leoty is going to be safe from that blue. Oh, but Draggy hits the fib on the
Okay, the
line.
Pip probably didn't matter. He was getting
Yeah.
bomb spot anyways, but I think they got it at the very least top two. So yeah, they got a lot of value out of the check.
Yeah, no, definitely a winning race. Good play by Judge, because it to wait on the line because it was actually very close. When Shock came out, we did have Lord and Leoty kind of neck and neck, so that blue could have literally gone for anyone, depending if Judge crossed. But that is
Could
top
be, yeah.
three. Yeah,
Wow.
Link's shrooming up on the right with Leoty in second by the last turn and then passing. So a great start from 55. A very huge ultra take from Judge. Almost perfect, but it did work out as it was the fast ultra. And just an easy run from there.
Yeah, and Lotus probably needs to hope they get the track pick now because 55 is pretty good on Bowser's Castle. Even some of the funky players like Charge and probably Handy too can make the glitch. So they just need to hope that it doesn't turn out to be 55's track pick next. Or they just need to
Yeah.
get up there like really fast and somehow be able to block the cut.
Yeah, it'll definitely be huge if it is the BCWE, and it does look like it is BCWE, so we could potentially see huge momentum shift if 55 plays this race properly. Here we could see instabacks after the first ramp, which is a pretty popular strategy among a lot of teams here. We could potentially see, triple backs here, just from whatever they get. Nana on the left side from Judge. And it does seem like 55 is in top three still. These triple greens could be really good. We could see some schlagging happening, but Squirrel actually shrooms up and then gets bumped by Leody.
They just need
Also,
to find a way to somehow like get Leodia out of there, but it doesn't seem like they're able to.
Leody,
Did he fake glitch?
no,
No, I think he
no,
made
he
it.
may glitch, yeah. It was very laggy on the minimap, but
Yeah.
he does make a glitch, and this TC in third is going to be pretty unlikely. But an
Oh, but it
early
comes the instant
blue,
blue.
Yeah, so
Will probably
definitely
still be in first, but he could get rid of it. Just
it's
lose.
gonna be a close pack now, yeah. So definitely not as much value taking glitch there. But we do see pretty mixed up spots here with Slick in gone 10 right now. Actually, so 55 could have the advantage here. That fib on the right side could be deadly going into lap 3 if the teams do not combat, but we'll see if that fib does get hit.
We will
And
see
Judge
a
actually
glitch.
going for
Wow,
glitch.
wow.
Oh, and he makes
Yeah, I figured
glitch.
he would be able to do it even on Funky, or even overtake
Yeah.
COD. So yeah, a
Even though
flag
using all
glitch
3
with the shotgun
shrooms,
10.
even though he
Slick.
used all 3 shrooms, still working out. And we do see a star and 6 from Lord, but we did know that Slick was in 10. So unless MHS does pull a 9 here, Lord will have to possibly chain the star for blue or something here, as most of 55 are in the front. This POW could be deadly. And Shock actually coming out.
Did it
I
test
do think it was
somebody?
a I think it was a 55 Shock sorry, a canceling blue and then just dodging Lord. So good predict, I believe, uh from Lord here. And these two shrooms could be very good. 55 is in top 3 and the back green from
Wow.
Judge. And that is top 3 still for 55.
Top
Um
4 even maybe. It's very close.
this could be a very, very good race here. Ooh, Judge
Oh.
hits the nanas, but Lynx is behind.
But it's fine.
And it is top
Wow.
4.
That's a total steamroll.
So definitely, I guess, yeah, Shock did work out even though Lord dodged. I'm still gonna lean that it was a 55 Shock, as blue was canceled perfectly. Um, but yeah, Lord just couldn't capitalize. But that green was the race decider there, literally, considering Leody and Hanny were still top 2.
Yeah, definitely. That like erased any chance of them like somehow swimming up. They would have probably not gotten first, but maybe second or third would have been possible. But well, that's just how it
Yeah,
is.
could have
Yeah.
salvaged something there, but definitely, as we were saying before the race, not what Lotus wanted, obviously, as we did say that 55 definitely had the advantage on glitch takers. Potentially everyone knew how to take glitch just because they had 2 daisies and then their 2 funky players who, well, we did see by Judge showing a glitch made on Funky, which props to him, definitely deserves uh, the winning race.
Yeah, it's like in the whole diff, this team is like the one you will never want to pick BCV against, because yeah, if you just somehow let them get up there, they're just gone, and you need a lot of blues and chuck. So just unfortunate, and they were able to capitalize on it. So yeah, like they really need a track pick now, because that otherwise it will just increase the chances of them being able to snowball. And well, unlucky for them, for Lotus, I mean, has another track pick for 55.
Yeah, it is TF, which other than third, which Judge could probably sit here, but they are top 2-4, which is the ideal spots um, for 55 to draft up and potentially take all the boxes, which is what they do.
Yeah, and
And this
he
triple
even
red
wants
pulls.
reds. Wow.
Yeah, and from taking all the boxes, they do know that most of Lotus is itemless, but one actually sneaks up into that top 4, but they
It
could
seems
get
that it's gonna
redded
get redded
out
out.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Oh,
others are
Lynx is
able to
actually
get
hit
up with
down.
stars.
Do you actually see forced mega close call there? But Lotus actually getting into 2-3. He's still keeping one here. So spots actually mixed up, even though it did seem like most of the boxes were taken at the start here.
I mean, lag could also play a huge factor with like half of the lineup being from like Europe, but also just the Asian and Australian players being able to just maybe get a box due to lag. So maybe they were
Yeah,
able
no,
to capitalize on that with Draggy and Song.
yeah, lag will definitely play a huge part.
And I
We
mean,
could
both of
potentially
them
see
are
a
like
lot of
once
laggy
up there, so
interactions. Yeah. Dr- It's pretty laggy, but I do think Draggy is actually in one for Lotus. So this is a
Yeah,
1-3.
barely.
Both baggers are still sitting, so could most likely mean it is shockless still. Judge actually shrooming up into third. Blooper and Red coming from our both POVs here. Could see some schlag work coming out from Judge, not connecting onto Lord. Draggy still holding down one, but these triple reds could be deadly. And Judge does pull a shroom, but does crack the red, so stays in third. Mega 4 from Lord. If we do see a late shock here from Lotus, we could
Probably
see
not.
a winning race. Hanny's still on Draggy's tail, but it does seem like Draggy will be holding down one, which is very, very huge for Lotus. But it is a bottom two, unfortunately. I do believe maybe six for Song, but even race coming
Yeah, for
from
them starting
both
in bottom
teams.
four, they did really well, getting up early, avoiding all the reds. At least some of them were able to avoid the reds and just hold the spot, no blue coming. So yeah, for starting bottom four, that's still pretty decent, even if they weren't able to win the race. Well, we will see if that's the case. Yeah.
Oh, 145. Oh, wait, no. So, oh, 245. Never mind.
That should be +3 or +5, I think. So they were able to win. Pretty good for
It
them.
did seem like Draggy was in first. I guess he did get passed up on the line. Maybe just a better low trick from Hanny, but huge point swing. It is only 6 points, but could potentially matter. But still pretty even race. 245. It is slightly losing for Lotus, -1 only.
Oh,
But
yeah,
good
then it would
start
have been
definitely.
+5 if Drake was able to keep first. My bad.
Yeah, but definitely a good start to just end the momentum. Considering after two races they were down around 50-ish points, so we could maybe see kind of a more neutral track here instead of a heavy runner, which they could then have a higher chance of kind of breaking into top spots. You see Maple coming out on the side of 55, another standard 1-3 track, and we will see who the hop takers in this beginning cut are going to be. It does
Oh,
seem
they
like
even
Judge
hop
is
in
going to be
third.
hopping into third.
Interesting.
It's going to get a box and six. This could be huge. It is only a bomb.
Oh,
Uh,
could just let the other 55 players pass and just bomb the
yeah,
Lotus. Yeah, that's what it does.
gets at least
It doesn't
one,
seem to
which
get
is
everyone.
fine. Actually, not sure if he got anyone. Actually, I think
I
Draggy
think he
just
got
died
one,
past it.
but yeah.
Yeah, but Draggy does have a TC in third. Judge is going to go wide to avoid it. 2-3 at least. 450. Never mind, Handy actually in one, so that's top three.
Wow.
455, and
And God
on
play from
our other
Judge,
POV,
just being able to trail him.
yeah, Lord is forced into Bill early, but these triple reds
Unfortunately,
from
no shock
Judge.
for them.
Yeah, Shock is going to play a huge factor here, but Lotus will most likely be hoping for a shock here. Green almost connecting onto
They
Lord.
definitely need it.
Yeah,
Because otherwise they will just probably not catch up unless they get a blue. So
yeah, and he has a pretty strong lead in one right now, but these triple greens. Lord can't really do anything, and the back green
yeah,
connecting.
he was trying to like drive really wide to avoid everything, but
Yeah,
unfortunately he was still able to be hit. So yeah, it looks even more grim for Lotus right now.
and this Mega as well could have seen actually slagging on the bridge there, but he decided not to. But Song actually died a bit after, and TC4 for Lord it could be the end of the race if he does not make the cannon, but he does barely make the cannon, so he's still in
And
the
it seems
race,
like it's shockless.
which is definitely good for if you are 55.
Oh,
Shotless is definitely the
maybe the
play.
power? No. It seems like they were barely even affected despite being on that section.
Yeah.
So this is probably, unless like two blues come or they end and fall off, this is probably already a top two that's locked in. Oh,
Oh, but red connects actually, so this could be a pretty close finish here. Shock comes out. Not sure. It's gonna be a pretty close finish here. But that
now
TC is
with
probably
that
gonna
he should
help.
definitely be able to beat him. We can't tell. It was
Really
pretty late at the
close.
end.
We do see a lot of Lotus in the back, bottom two actually, for Lotus, and considering Hanny got one, most likely a winning race, 455 by a small margin, possibly 1-3-5-6 or top two. But just well played beginning in lap 1 by 55. The reason that, yeah, Hanny just got that free run and 1-3-4-6 coming out. So very, very strong first GP, 455 and top 4 indivs as well. That GP for them,
That's
showing that,
brutal.
yeah, none of them are the kind of weak link of this team. They're all worthy of the high GP averages that they had in the regular season. And if you're a Lotus here, you need to sort of quick here. There is still 8 races left, and it is doable. Obviously, if a team can do it in 1 GP, you can do it in 2, but all 55 needs, they don't need to be as greedy anymore. They could just play for kind of those safe, even races and just put more
Definitely, yeah.
pressure on Lotus, which will mentally affect them as the match goes later on. So
I won't be surprised if Lotus still somehow like pulls it back, because from what I remember, like one of the matches they played in the regular season, like 55 was up like probably 70, and just in the last GP, I think Lotus was still able to clutch it. But if they can
oh,
just hold up the
I think
top
it was their
spots and not
first
then give
match.
up, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was their first match. I found it actually. Yeah.
Yeah, probably the first, yeah.
Yeah, you do have a point. Yeah, they did win that match actually by 8, after a similar sort of GP as we see in this match. So yeah, they have done it before. So they just need to keep
Oh,
a
Lord got
positive
bumped
mental
out.
here.
It's bad for them.
But yeah, as you say, Lord is bumped out. So we will be switching or keeping on Judge POV. A double attempt
I
does
thought he
make
was gonna
it
fall off.
quite sketchy, yeah,
Yes.
but works out. Oh, but he misses the last zipper.
But it's fine. It's fine. He's still up there. They're having like top to 4, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, top 2-4, yeah. One of the baggers did make strat. It is Slick. Slick is in 10 right now. MHS making the strat behind, but 55 could have the advantage of pulling shock here. Do believe blue is thrown onto Hanny, and Leote still keeping down one double. Oh, and a green comes out. Very laggy
Yeah, that's
green,
kind
must
of
say,
bad
but
for them.
yeah, but Lotus now
He was
switching
probably
the
able to come
entire
out
race.
there.
Now they're top 2. But again, Slick was in 10 as we saw entering lap 2. Top 3 actually for Lotus, but we could see a potential cannon shot coming out. Draggy is slowing down.
They're
Shock
definitely trying to
doesn't come
protect it,
out.
but it doesn't seem like
Yeah,
it. Somebody's spinning up. Was it the beggar?
not sure
Hard to
actually.
say.
Yeah. But pretty mixed of spots other than
Blue
Lotus
coming
being
out.
still in top 2. Yeah, blue comes out. Judge
And they
takes
might
double.
just
It's going to be
lose the
pretty
first.
close.
Oh, did they
Oh,
cancel it? Only still keeps first. Wow, yeah, okay.
yeah, Lotus still in
Good for
1,
them.
Lynx in 3rd. So should be a top 2. Draggy actually coming up on the line. So top 2-4, I believe,
Wow.
for Lotus. And yeah, as you said, the comeback could potentially start with this race here, assuming that it was still a top 2 for Lotus, but a huge blue and green
Yeah, it should be top to
onto
4
double
or
lap
like
2.
1-3-4 at the very least. Yeah.
top 2 for 7, and that's definitely the race that they need to get back in the mix of things. Now only down 51 with 7 races left, which is much more doable than 70 in 8. So definitely a good start, but they will need to get lucky on kind of chaining track
Definitely.
picks here. TF is gone from the top 2 4, but they
Far
could
they've
go.
gotten pretty unlucky, to be fair. They had like one track pick only the first race, and then like 4 in a row, including DKS were from 55.
Yeah, really unlucky that it kind of track picks were spiraling out of control GP1, but hopefully it does get back together. And Rainbow Road actually a very good track pick
Wow.
strategically, just because 55 does have not one but 2 Daisy players. So this could work out extremely, but unfortunately very close. But it is
Yeah, with all
Gardens.
the continental lagged, it would have even benefited them more if they somehow were able to like lag Leody and
Link.
Links off.
Yeah. But 55 track here, they will be playing for the Triple Sherms and Goldens to take the cut here at the start. And we do see one taker. It is 55, so they do actually get into 1-3. Not a lot of takers to break up the top spots, but Leody either golden or has 2 shrooms in 1, not sure. But with the lead that he has, it could potentially be 2 shrooms in
Yeah, I think so too.
1 here. But we will see just at the cut. But he could already be set for this race unless there's no early blue or POW that could mess up.
Oh, he barely avoided it. Wow.
I think the red
Almost
actually
landed
cracked
him.
that nano, yeah. And Leody does take cut in
And
one. So
yeah, so he probably he might have used one shroom to like avoid the red, but
yeah, potentially.
so I
But
think he's
Leody,
probably like not having a shroom anymore on first because he was trying to hack the wall, so he probably shroomed there.
but he's pretty safe uh,
Oh,
in
nice
first
pass.
unless the blue does come out. And Lord does have that Mega in 5, so it will be very clutch if MHS does pull a shock here. There is one bagger sitting at the hedges and one respawning at the dog section. It is actually MHS, but Slick is spinning out, which means it is shockless still with Lotus in 10. Lord using Mega, chaining POW unfortunately just uses it. Potentially Mega Draggy by accident, hopefully not. But from the mini map, it does seem like unfortunately it did Mega Draggy, so it is a pretty safe top 2. 455 Lord has to do something,
Wow.
but the
Yeah,
back
now
green,
they're just gone now.
yeah, they should be just be getting top 2 this race. Unless
They're
a
still
late
having
shot
all the
comes
lead
out here.
spots, so they just need to keep that and like try to control the damage.
Blue
Is the
comes
blue coming
out.
back? Oh wow.
Oh, fortunately does not. That would have been literally a race killer there. But Draggy actually hits something last turn, so it is a 3, 4, 5, 8 for a Lotus. So bit of damage control, but that's the exact races 55 need, not too greedy, and just Leota just kind of just won the race, honestly. First box, I think it was just either Triple Shrooms 4 or 5, not sure, but
Let's see what the table says. Okay, they won by 9. So unless they change it like really quickly and like the chances are gonna decrease with every race comeback. Yeah, it seems like 55 just going on another track where they probably know they have the advantage and can just like get an early lead. So if they manage to get the track pick, this is looking very grim for Lotus. Let's
Yeah,
see.
very good track from 55. It is DKM, and again, they do have the two daisies,
Oh,
and it is
Vortex
going to
very
be
classic.
Mushroom Gorge. Personally, I think this is a top class RT, but I'm also a CT main, so I am biased as hell, as is Squirrel. So just could be CT main things, but
Yeah, whenever
Shock
you play with
is
Squirrel, this track will like eventually get picked. And at least they're picking it in like spots where they actually can benefit from it instead of
Oh, if you
like
play
a
with
no
me, oh, this
compete.
track's so getting picked as well. Don't worry.
Oh gosh.
This track's amazing, but going back, Song actually getting into one and 1 of 55 is hit out, so it is actually 1-3 um for Lotus, and this shroom could get them into top 2 potentially, and Shock is going to play as well. Such a
Yeah,
huge
Shock just
factor on
played
this
the
track.
hugest role on this pack. Like this is probably like one of the most Shock reliant tracks there is like overall in this game.
Yeah, there are so many places you could use Shock that could genuinely just kill the literal entire other team.
Yeah, and to some point
Considering,
it's like always just like RNG dependent on how good the Shock outcome is with their like being these tiny gaps between the mushrooms where you can just get TS and have the most brutal respawn.
yeah. But MHS is sitting on the right side, which could signal that Lotus is safe with Shock here, which could be very good here to turn this entire war around if they play
Oh wow.
this right. Just not sure if they have the dodges that they need or like the shrooms in the top spots.
It would just
But
need
they
to
could just,
TS first at the very least or get shrooms in tier
yeah.
3.
But Lotus needs at least one dodger here. Leody shrooming up, so now top 2. 455.
Oh,
Shock comes out.
uh,
Box in
seems
second.
like they were
Handy's
able to
off.
TS Henny.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But Judge does have shrooms and is actually going to be beating
Oh wow.
everyone. But he
No!
fails Gab. Oh, but he fails Gab. That
Yeah, that's
is.
horrible for them. He was getting
Oh.
first.
And that
Now
is
they get bottom
bottom
2.
2 for 55. Yeah, that was going to be first. Um, but huge sigh of relief for Lotus actually getting the winning race that they needed. TSing Hanny, which was the play, and then Leody was kind of stuck there in the middle of that green mushroom, so definitely not the play for him. But we were just
Yeah.
gonna see how badly of a winning race it actually was. Just know it was a 50. Oh,
They were still
never,
1-3, so they would have gotten top
never
2
mind.
for if Judge was able to
Yeah,
get
thought
across
Lotus
safely
was
on the
more
other
of the
side.
top spots, but
I thought so too, yeah. But it
yeah,
seems like the shock didn't benefit them as much. Because they still got a lot of them into boxes, maybe even Judge dodged. Or he was just like growing up very quick.
even with the bottom 2, still an even race, which is, I guess, at the end of the day, still fine. 455, but they don't. Hopefully, they don't just dwell on that because they are still up 61
Yeah.
with 5 races left. So yeah, just getting more dire as the race count gets closer to 12. And we do see BC3 coming out, which is a strong swing track. We could see, or definitely a very common track of huge races just due to the complete shenanigans that happens on the
And it
cut
seems like
section.
it's what a Lotus pick, right? I think 55
Yeah.
was still picking DKM, and I don't know if it's
Mhm.
honestly such a good play from them. I don't know how good they are like at Ultra and stuff, but I know 55 is very strong at this trick. Like every one of them is able to do Ultra consistent,
But Leody
especially
is
Lodi
taking Ultra, yeah.
and Judge
Considering
as
they do have
well.
2 daisies, it could be very strong. And we do see a daisy making the cut, which is Leody, which means that 55 is in 1 right now, with Lotus currently occupying a lot of mid spots, but this POW, if held properly, could be used to actually do some T-powing at the cut here,
Definitely,
most
yeah.
likely just not letting Leoty take cut, but POW's actually used early, and these triple shrooms gonna try
What?
to
Can he mega hit?
get
Oh, I think he
scoring.
megaed him. I think he was
Yeah, he
slowing
did, yeah.
down, so... Unless there
At least
comes like a shock, like right now, or like in a few seconds, this is probably already over. Oh, it seems the cut is blocked though, so...
it is double blocked, so unless Lotus does get some unblocking, there are funkies spinning out, which means that the cut is hopefully unblocked. Draggy is the first making it, but it's still
Oh,
top
no.
3.
On the other
These triple,
POV, also Lotus just failed, which you can't see right now, so... They are very far gone in the top 3. And some of them are very far back.
yeah, it does seem like top 3-6 as Lynx is the Daisy in 6th place, but pretty comfortable top 3 right now. They just need to make sure to just block the cut here, as it is unblocked. But these
And
triple
they even
nanas
hit their
is
player in 4th,
perfect.
so...
Yeah.
This should be over.
Yeah, 2 nanas and a fib should be pretty blocked here. The funky is going for ultra in 4th,
Oh?
and
And
Draggy
it doesn't seem
fails
like he
it.
made it.
Yeah. So pretty safe top 3. Lord uh is going to take the shroom cut, hopefully.
I mean, he did well, like, getting rid of that fib while not, like, being on the ramp. But it
But it
just isn't
did
enough,
potentially help
unfortunately.
Lynx actually gain a spot because he took so long in the cut
Oh,
there.
true, yeah.
Because Lynx is in 5th now, so it is a top 3-5, I believe.
Wow.
455, and with a GP left, it is looking extremely grim right now. Going to be in like the high 80s of a deficit. So like one more winning race for 55 will seal the deal already. Um,
Most likely. They would, like, need to gain, like, an average of, like, 20 points per race, which is...
yeah, literally, yeah.
Oh. We may also see a forfeit soon if it, like, becomes mathematically impossible, because it seems like they want to chain a second match at the very least. Not sure if they'll play a full best of 3. Well, if it goes 1-1, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fortunately, yeah, good that they change just for some more action, but with how things are going, if the momentum doesn't switch going into match 2, yeah, we could just see a 2-0 coming out onto 50, from 55. But yeah, DKM coming out still 455 from the other POV. Lotus actually going gold mine, or wait, no, never mind. Just picking whatever,
I
but I
guess.
don't blame them.
Scrubber is also still picking Mushroom Gorge,
Yeah, they
hoping
just
for a
need
VP
something
minus
here.
20. Even though that can't happen, obviously, but...
Yeah, but it is the gold mine pick coming out from Lord and MHS, which could work out as 55. Does have 2 daisies. This and Rainbow Road are kind of the most risky tracks when it comes to teams with kind of the most daisies
Yeah.
on the team.
Even though Leody should be pretty safe there if they try to avoid him, and Lynx can just try to sit in the back, get an item or something. Which doesn't seem like what they were trying, but they still managed to keep Leody at the very least up there.
But it's top 3 still, actually. 455, still
Mm.
pretty close pack. And a daisy is TC'd, so Lynx will be in 8, but it is should be fine. Just he could just hog all the dodges to prevent Lotus from taking. But actually, Lotus actually shrooming up into 2-3, so
Also, it
pretty
seems
mixed up
Lotus is in 10
spots.
right now, because we saw
Yeah,
Slick respawn earlier on the not shown PV so they will probably try to TS Charge, I assume, if they are already able to get and just dodge up.
yeah, they
Oh,
oh,
wow. They
but
don't even
judges.
need to TS him, I guess.
Yeah, that is. It's top
Is it top
4
four?
actually. Yeah, they're top 4. Oh, but one's off.
Wow. Maybe
Not
they
sure.
didn't even have, because it seemed like some of Lotus were slowing down there. But
Not sure what happened to Draggy, but maybe just a minor bump. But still top 3-5 for Lotus. Yeah, MHS is just running. Never mind, he is going backwards now. Not sure actually who could potentially have shock. Just because he was running with
still
the
assume
pack
it's
earlier.
Slick, but hard to tell.
Yeah. But if 55 has it, considering it is gold mine, this is kind of just wraps because they are going to TS. But if Lotus has it, they should just hold here.
Yeah,
Slick?
Lotus has, because Lord isn't using his S-Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them was able to dodge.
Yeah, no, Lynx predicts the dodge, so he's the only hope of 455 here.
But it's hard to tell how many spots he can gain. At least the top 2 should be safe.
But still a second place.
Oh,
Oh,
no, never
did
mind.
Lord
Judge is in
actually just
top
sell
2.
first? I'm sorry, but I think Lord put maybe did not get first.
I mean, he was waiting, but it seemed like Judge was on
Oh, he
second, maybe
crossed
not his
really
teammate.
late on the screen.
Hard to tell, honestly.
If Judge gets first,
Like,
this is insane.
if he lost first of them, this is like so over. And yeah, I'd understand if they were tilted, if that's the case, but
Oh, okay, never mind.
okay, good.
Like it was very close, but yeah, 1-3-5-7. So a winning race, but
Yeah, but like
still
+7
mathematically
or
possible.
+9 isn't that
Yeah,
much considering how much they're down right now.
we do need some.
+7, yeah.
We probably will need some pens to happen.
Yeah.
Against 55 to help
I'm
them out.
surprised there were no pants at all, like, with all the
Draggy
legs.
got
But
bumped out lap 2. I thought he was off, but he wasn't. He was in 5th after, but that could have definitely a bit risky
I don't
there.
know what happened
What
there.
happened?
But I haven't like called anything, so like must have been like a bump by one of the
Yeah.
opposing runners. Maybe the shock wasn't also really the play there for like Lotus. I mean, I guess they just didn't see like the other 55 players being in dodges, but it seemed like they were like comfortably top 2. So to be fair, they like kind of have to play a bit aggressive to like get top 4s and stuff.
Yeah, they definitely need to
But it
be
seemed
greedy
like in this
here.
case, yeah, but in this case, it probably didn't really do what they hoped.
I think their best bet was definitely kind of just a more random shock. Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah,
either the
probably.
set before the TS or the set after TS. That 55 would have no dodges, and then they'd be the only dodgers, but still mathematically possible to win technically. But to make it mathematically possible, after race 10, they need at least a top 3 this race, considering they
Yeah,
top 4 the
definitely.
last 2 races. So if we do not
Otherwise,
see
they
a
would
top
like need
3,
to all run.
yeah, we do need to see at least a top 3, or else it is GG's. After race 10, which is just complete domination from 55, but Lotus still holding down 1 here with Lord with Judge chaining his
It
manga
seems
at
like
4
one of the
S5.
beggars is. Both beggars were maybe going for the glitch, it seems like, because nobody of them was like sitting at the set where you usually sit. I think, yeah, one of them
Oh,
made it
one
to
made
finish
it.
fairly outside,
Yo, what?
or the
That's
other is probably just
crazy.
driving forwards. We'll just need to see
One,
if he can like do the last part of the stretch, but
yeah. No, one failed it and
yeah,
one made it, as we see. But this could be so
yeah.
clutch if it's
And
MHS.
I think he got up there. Oh no,
No, he
no,
failed
no.
it.
I remember
If
when
that was
I first tried that,
MHS,
that's what happened, but
yeah. If that was MHS, that actually would have been so clutch.
yeah,
Oh my
definitely.
god. But actually going back to the runners now. Enough bagging POVs. Lord potential or unfortunately clipped the escalator, which just gives 55 an even bigger lead in top
Yeah.
2. And with around 20 seconds left, oh, but a shot, never mind. Shock
Oh,
comes
Judge had
out.
to back up, but Lynx too, so not bad for them. They PS both of them in cut. But
Lord gets into one, but 145
seems like
6
there's a
is
blue
not
coming for
enough.
him though, so
Oh, that will just be GG's if we see a funky spin out. Doesn't seem.
oh,
Oh,
barely reaches, barely reaches.
and yeah, that is going to be top two. 455.
Wow.
That top 2 6, which yeah is enough. And we will see if a FF will be called, or they're just gonna play out the last two
Probably
races.
like even two top fives shouldn't be enough because that's like plus 82 and
Yeah, plus 82.
that's definitely a forfeit angle. Like I could just sit, try not to get pens, and then that would just be mathematically over. Maybe they will just play it out for like fun and like practice or something, but mathematically this is unless the beggar points are wrong, which I don't think, this is pretty
I
much
think they're
over.
right. Yeah.
Seems like they are still continuing though. No message came in Rapture 27. We will see what they do.
Yeah, it does seem like they are continuing, which maybe they're just gonna pick like I don't know, Luigi Circuit, which they're actually not, but
Yeah, no, seems like they're picking Cooper Cave. They're trying to
PSB,
play it
GCM,
somewhat
Peach
serious.
Peach.
Oh yeah, nice track pick from Judge.
Please be Peach Peach.
Yeah,
Still
hopefully it's
hasn't
just
been
some church
DKM
tricks.
actually. They've been picking that for a while.
Yeah. They've lost the advantage on like getting all the track packs which they had in like from like race 2 to 5.
But it is
Only
finally
with that speed.
DKM. When it doesn't matter, unfortunately for them, I think they would have
Yeah.
definitely to play it when it mattered, but
I mean, they can still play it in the next war.
yeah.
And what is
And Judge does from the other POV does not get a box in ace, so he will be itemless for a while. And
I wonder if
pretty
the team
mixed up.
even realized this is over, but yeah, no, they should, but
They should, yeah.
just playing as is normal was a bit confusing. I thought they would like try to do something like pretty funny or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, one of them's gonna go for glitch on this or whatever that cut is.
Yeah, something like that.
That'd actually be sick if someone made that. Lynx
Also,
is
that first
TC'd
is,
off.
and yeah,
Yeah.
Lodian first is pretty safe if Judge just holding the blue, like unless there's
Yeah.
like some random power in eighth, this is pretty much. I mean, it is already over, but they might just get a plus 100 at the end of the war.
Yeah, maybe they're just
Well,
playing to
Lotus,
not lose by 100, maybe.
yeah,
Could be the
does have a
play.
power though. This could be huge. They could get like into top 3. So for even then, they will just get blued.
Yeah, T-Pow comes out, but Squirrel actually dies from that, and Leoty handled it
And just
pretty
doing
good.
fast, yeah.
Yeah, keeping
Oh
one,
no, Lord!
and Judge bumps him off. So it is now
Wow.
1-3 with blue in third. This is very huge, actually. But Shock could also play a factor here. Both baggers are just sitting. Could be Shockless potentially, unless a Shock comes out here. We will see. 456
Doesn't look
actually.
good.
455. Oh, unlucky Pow.
Does lose the blue, but even at that point, Leo T is getting like third at the very worst. Unless he gets like triple comboed.
Yeah, Leoty should be pretty safe in one fib. Finally gets hit from the lap one, but we'll see what Lotus is going to get. Does seem like 2-3-5. Never mind 2-4-5 as Hanny shrooms up onto the
Yeah.
line. Yeah, maybe they'll call it now. We'll see. Probably
I
not.
doubt it. I think they would have
Yeah,
already done it by now.
probably not.
Also on TKM, there's like, unless you do something stupid, or I mean, the worst you can do that's somewhat common is maybe like a box steal forward at the set, but usually
Yeah,
it's not a trick
really.
where you get any pins. And even a box steal is like rather unlikely. Oh, there's some message in. Oh, they're asking for the match too, actually, so no, they will just play it out and yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
They're gonna
is
pick
in the chat is asking what the team name of 55 is. I think it's actually just 55.
Yeah, it is. It is literally just 55.
There's like
It
maybe there's
literally
some
is just
hidden meaning
55.
they can explain themselves, but
And then for
like
Lotus,
from
it's, and
PC
then Lotus
and
and just
from
Lotus as
our
well.
table here, it's just 55.
And same for Lotus. Their team names they're just Lotus, and then they're using the entire word as their
Yeah.
tag.
For Lotus, it's at least like an actual word, like a lotus flower, but 55. I mean, okay, it's a new number. No,
We
but
do see
we kind of asked them like after this race if the team names have like any specific meaning or referring to anything.
which was just a random two numbers. See if anyone makes a very clean turn skip.
Probably will, yeah.
I don't know. Don't really know. Kind of. Well, the match is over as you know we have a kind of like a 90 point deficit, but a turn skip
Yeah.
is made. Very cool, and it's
I think
2-3.
Draggy made it as well. For the mini
Yeah.
map at least, but
Also interesting, he made it with a up trick, which usually is very hard to like
oh.
I guess clutch up the landing. Usually I see people doing it with a down trick. And there is a fib landing tight. The green almost connects. Well, me personally, I don't go for turn skip because I'm skill issued, but
Yeah, same most of the time. It's kind
but
of like
I usually see
non-check
people
combo.
down trick from what I see. We will see again.
Yeah, down or side trick
Yeah, the
usually.
down trick, see, yeah, like that.
I mean, I'm not sure if Charge plays on like non-check. I don't think so, but I mean, he is able to get back up there, so like it doesn't really matter.
And blue is pull, but Lotus isn't 2-3. I'm actually not sure who's on 1 actually. But could be Lotus, knowing that Lord is holding blue. So Lotus actually is in top 3 right now. Oh wait, actually, never mind. MHS is all running, so
Yeah, but like they are
yeah,
losing
they are.
anyway, so even if they were
Yeah,
to get a pen for that, which they like won't because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, yeah.
but Shock comes out, Bill dodging links, and we'll probably just see a first place coming up from 55. Leote showing up as well. So what did seem like a very, very good start from Lotus, as they were like top 3-5, could completely change here. I think it is still 3-4-5, but yeah, top 2. Or 55. I'm saying 55 so much. Oh my god. But did not reach plus 100, but still. Triple 100 coming out
Wow.
still, which is very strong. And especially
Yeah.
a 124 from Leote, who was the lowest average score from the regular season in this lineup. So yeah, it just shows that even though you were the lowest average scorer, you know, every player can still show their full
Definitely,
potential
yeah.
here. And yeah, you did ask what Team 55, what your team name means, and they just said nothing.
Okay, they said nothing.
They literally just said nothing. Great.
I expected as much, but maybe there was like some meme behind it or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I mean, they haven't been around for too long. I think they were like founded like last year in like the winter in like November, December.
Yeah,
But
I remember their like I guess original server, yeah, was just like a meme clan. They didn't play any scrims or anything, literally.
yeah, it was
Some
just
meme stuff.
a lot of like mid-tier 32 track players just
Literally.
playing with each other, I guess.
But with the end of match one here, we there will be opening room up hopefully soon. It is open, so while we wait for them to join room, we will take a quick break here. So we'll see you
See
in
you
a few
later.
minutes. And we are back from our tiny intermission. There is 10 in room, so we'll hopefully be starting pretty soon. One thing to note is that both teams are actually having subs come in, with 55 having Yokai subbing in for Lynx, and for Lotus, Jace subbing in for Song. So we'll see what impact both of those subs are actually going to bring into the table. Song subbing out just probably most likely just due to it being late, which I don't blame, just because he is in Australia. And Yokai for um, Lynx just could be for different reasons, but hopefully not as much of a steamroll of a match this time. I have seen Jace play, and honestly, he is pretty good. I'd say for Division 7, he's mostly been lying around kind of the uh, bottom-ish Div teams, and he's always performed on most of the teams he's played on, so we could potentially see that.
Yeah, I also definitely think Song only like got subbed out because how late it is for him. Because I think he did, like, at least points wise he performed pretty well. So I don't think they would like sub him out due to like playing bad or something. For like obviously we weren't able to see his POV, but
Yeah,
yeah.
and this match being different, starting with Lotus's 2-4 RSL pick here. And Lord, following the misdrift, unfortunately hits the penguin, so is going to kill him with actually a lot of Lotus in the back. Jace and one more member with Yokai falling off. So, but most of 55 seeing in the front actually. But Jace is the golden, uh, getting into one actually. So very good to mix up the spots here. And this shroom in second could be very good. Green up does not connect. Actually aims to burn the shroom. And Leoti's shrooming up as well. Oh, but he's barely off the track. And switching to Lord has this mega in 4. Both baggers. Oh, never mind. MHS is going forward, which could mean that Lotus potentially has shock. We will see.
Yeah. Well, the
Depending on
pack
if
is
Lord
still
just holds this
somewhat
mega.
close.
Yeah.
So if they already have shocked, like they can't just hold forever probably, unless like something bad happens. I think they're even in first now, Lotus. Oh, maybe they will
Yeah,
cancel, but
Jason.
I don't think.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
okay, they
Oh,
did
no
cancel,
shock
but it
does
was a
come
bit
out.
late.
Yeah. I just been
Might just
lag
be
on
call lag.
the blue. Yeah. But I think 2 of Lotus dodge. I did see one more member dodging, but Lord will have this nice lead in 1, and we'll hopefully just keep this for the rest of the race unless an
Yeah,
early blue
but we do have to note that Slick
comes out.
is probably in 10 right now, and there's like
He
still
is in
plenty
10,
of
yeah.
a time for like a shock. So the pack is still like somewhat close at least, so they could definitely like still get up 55. I mean,
Yeah, it does seem, yeah,
at
Lotus
least
is in top. Oh,
second
this
would be
mega is really
possible.
clutch.
Yeah,
If
also
Slick
we
does
see
pull
like Clutch
shock.
getting a mega, so I think
Mm.
second is at least possible for them if if they are able to get it.
Mega coming
But
out. If shock comes, could be very
yeah,
clutch. And
yeah,
it does come
yeah.
out.
No, I don't think he would have
Probably.
changed it otherwise if they didn't have, but
And the red will
yeah.
connect most likely. It
Yeah, okay,
does.
that's brutal. He was
But
still
Jace
able to
actually
keep
shooting
first,
up.
but
Oh, but Yokai as well, actually. So it's a 2-3, I believe.
yeah, 2, 3, 4,
455.
55. So probably an even race depending on what the bottom spots are. We'll have to see.
Definitely a better start, though. I guess for Lotus as well. Clutch early shock from MHS to just switch up the spots and get a Lord with a good break. And then he did ultimately keep 1, which was the goal. But I believe, yeah, it was, yeah, 1-4-5-8-9, so it might be a small winning race, but at least
Yeah, it should be +3
hoping
or like +5 of MHS getting the bigger point.
hoping to just break all the momentum from last match, hopefully. Uh,
Yeah, definitely starting off better for them than the last match where they were like already down a decent chunk after the first race. So let's see what they are gonna
We're seeing a Peach Beach coming out from
okay, some
Judge.
funny tricks.
Might be a
But
common
the rest still
occurrence here.
seems somewhat normal, like with Stadium and RBC.
Yeah, but yeah, other than Peach Beach, yeah, we're seeing the classic drafting track of RBC, which it is RBC, and Lotus does execute the beginning properly, could be very good, but
Yeah,
with
definitely.
Stadium, they'll just try to force out a Lord into 3, and this is going to be Stadium, so a 55 track pick here, and their goal is just to get their 2-3 and try to pressure Lord here, and we
I do
do
think
have
that definitely favors them because I think like they have like better driving and like tech execution like overall. So I think they should be able to. Oh, I mean, okay, maybe not now because Judge just landed, but in general, I do think they like if they get up there, they should be able to hold the lead on like such a difficult track probably.
and
Oh
that rain
no,
of green.
again.
He honestly
Maybe I
kind of
jumped
just
too
let that
early,
hit.
but
He kind of just let that hit him.
yeah,
Honestly,
it
he
did
could have
look
avoided that.
like he wasn't really paying attention to that one.
Yeah, but lots of 55 actually in the mid pad. But yeah, switching to Lord, Yokai actually keeping one right now. Green, don't hate the attempt.
Oh,
Oh, but the
wow, it
green,
just went through
wow,
that. Maybe he
that was
just
a.
pulled it out too late. I wasn't able to tell, but maybe that's just.
It might have hit like under his
Oh,
cart
okay.
as he landed on it, which is how the triple greens didn't
Ah,
really do anything. But
yeah, or
really good
that.
green. Oh, and bombed a star out. Very clutch
It's
from
Corey
Lotus
got
there.
that one.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem like anybody's in the star. Like
might
KS.
just be lag, but the star did disappear,
Yeah.
so. But it is 3-4 right now for Lotus. Shock could be huge here. Maybe a lap 2 shock TSing 55, but does not come out.
I mean, one
But
of
they
the
will.
beggars definitely has. The other just built up, so.
I think yeah, MHS seems to have it. Not sure though. Don't know what
Oh, he was
Lord is
able to
doing
keep his
there,
room
but
at least, a lot, I mean,
yeah, that
but
was weird. The
that was weird.
hell? Draggy uses a mega. Shock comes out. Could clutch
Um,
something here. Do see a lot of Lotus in the mid spots. Yeah, bottom 2 right now of
also, I think Chad's
455.
POV is a bit laggy right now.
It is, yeah. Depends what team uses Shock here.
Yeah, if Lotus
There
has,
is
it's
no
definitely
Shock.
good for them, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
So 55 is
Oh, oh, he barely
barely
doesn't
in
get
TS
TS.
them, but I think the TS somebody else that was right behind Lord.
I think it was Squirrel, potentially.
Yeah,
But even
maybe they
race
just
once
spammed that,
again.
I would assume. Maybe they didn't have already.
That bomb, though, was really clutch just because 55 were top 3 with a star. Like, Leoty could have done so
Yeah.
many things with that star. But yeah, pretty even 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. So should be still in the close single digits after 2. And now 55 just has so many possibilities of what track they can go. As we did see for match 1, they have so many tracks where they're just. It did seem like they're just stronger
Yeah,
on
definitely.
certain tracks compared to others. So we will see if one of those could come out. Could be BCWE, could be DKM.
And they're going Coconut Mall. Maybe somebody in specific. Maybe was it Slick or MHS that did the glitch
It was
last time? I think it was
MHS. He just failed.
MHS.
He failed the last part. Yeah, that last part is honestly harder than it seems. Just because the arch is like, well, it's not a
Yeah.
perfect circle. There's like
Okay, yeah,
polygons.
no.
You have
It's
to like.
definitely Lotus picking CM, so yeah, I think MHS just wants to redeem himself and this time like get off the arch on the other side. And what
And
do
it
we
is.
see get picked? Oh yeah.
It
I
is
think he will
Seattle.
give it a try at least.
Yeah, no, it is fair play that he did actually make it first try in a playoff match. Definitely fair play. Um, to him here, yeah, we will see if he makes it this time here, or if it's just gonna be sitting once again.
It seems like they're trying to get up there. I mean, he could also like try to get a shroom or something to like make going from the arch to the like the mall entry there, or like the mall exit, better said, easier. And
Both
I
baggers
mean,
are
they're both
attempting
not
it right
going
now.
back, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
they're both attempting it. Lord actually clips the wall slightly, Hanny getting the
Usually
Infetrix
you would
through.
see one bagger trying to go back because, to be fair, glitch does take up a lot of time and like you need to be
Yeah.
like pretty quick. So you make it back like by 30, like behind that last hit.
I think they're just both going for Ultra no matter what.
Yeah, it does look like it. Maybe they have some like kind of like secret, or maybe not secret,
Yeah.
but like some kind of competition on who is better at the glitch.
Oh, and we do see a bump going backwards there by Slick onto Lord. Could potentially be a
Oh,
-5, an early shock. Definitely a Lotus shock, yeah, as
yeah,
MHS was the first bagger to
definitely.
just give up uh on the strat there.
Oh yeah,
So
now they're just going more back to the set of before.
but 1-3 now for Lotus. Green up. Not a bad attempt.
Oh
And
wow.
actually hit out. So top two now for Lotus here. And yeah, it is just
Yeah,
sitting
definitely
now.
going a lot better for them than the last match.
So definitely good now since it is sitting because it is Coconut Mall and there's just that one box on the ramp. So definitely a
Yeah,
favorable
so
position here.
probably we won't see another shark
Yeah,
unless somebody pulls it in 9.
but Judge could do a lot here with this golden using it here. Do see a lot of Lotus in the front here. 3 of Lotus in the top 5.
Oh yeah, and he's
Uh,
right behind his tail, so someone has to get like ahead of him while he has the dread.
yeah, this red's looking really scary. Lord's actually forced on the
Oh
top path, so they could pass him as they
yeah,
come
definitely.
down. We'll see, yeah. Oh, but the red does not
And
connect.
wow,
Green
let's see if he will
also does not
do
connect. Oh,
anything
but
with
the
that.
bomb!
Wow, well, well played.
Oh, what a bomb. That gets him 8th. Oh, that's a massive point swing.
Yeah, I think he just like
455.
directly hit the car, so it like instantly
Insta
exploded. I
blew
think
up,
that's why
yeah.
Lord wasn't like able to like do anything about it. Like I will assume he like directly aimed at it. So well played.
But should be still, assuming Lotus did keep a 1, should be pretty even or a small winning race.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1-3-5-8, so yeah. Still
Also,
an
it
even
doesn't seem
race.
like there was a pan because nobody has said anything, and like the stream should be like a few seconds behind us. So yeah, doesn't seem like
Yeah,
there
that
was
bump
anything.
did look. He was going backwards, which usually is a 0, but because he's still technically is still backwards progression, maybe would have been something. But yeah, probably
I
just a
think they would
0
have
because we're
already
not gonna
called
call
it,
it.
especially because it's like visible on the stream too.
But yeah, only 1 point match after 3, definitely. Well, so far for Caster's POV, definitely a way better match to
Definitely, yeah.
Cast because it's still anyone's game.
Judge still going for Peach Peach. He
I'm
will
praying
not
Peach
stop
Peach gets
hitting
picked.
it
I
until
really
it
wanna
gets
see
picked.
this. Praying Peach Peach gets picked. And it is
I
going to
don't
be
know what kind of
RBC.
drugs he's on right now to just end it back, but I love it. I love it.
It's either gonna give him like a top 4, his team, or he's gonna just lose the entire match, I swear.
My
Uh,
assumption is he can pick it like after every race 12 times and it will still not get picked. That's my prediction.
but yeah, looking over to the other screen here, Judge pulling triple reds 4 and then drafting, so probably going to connect, not connecting
Oh
onto
no,
Jace.
but
That
he had
is
to hit the wall in
crazy.
first, so
Yeah, that is actually kind of wild, but holding down 1 right now, this green could be scary. So many good spots to back here because it is RBC. Every turn is kind of
okay, Lord
narrow
also
here.
used the bill very early, so I assume that 55 is in 10 right now.
Green goes up, does not connect, and this green could be scary, but does avoid. Good
No.
avoidance. Fib up onto the rail. Actually, could connect. Bananas. Oh, it doesn't
Oh,
barely
wow,
connect.
it hits him after and he bombs him. Bruh.
Oh, oh, this pack split's gonna be insane. Yeah, but this is favorable for Lotus as it is a 2-to-1 uh pack split here. So definitely the
Yeah.
advantage this race for Lotus. But again, yeah, as you said, 55 wasn't 10, so they could potentially use maybe an early shock here to get the pack closer.
Oh, they could have also just pulled Bell after Lord used it, so hard to say.
Yeah, maybe. Both baggers are, one is just sitting, and then one is just
Yeah,
sitting
I
with the
assume
stats.
one of
So,
them already has it, and that's why he doesn't go further back, while the other's just trying to get a
oh,
star, like, probably.
after some blue
Oh,
shenanigans there. Oh, but the fib
he,
tight from last
he
lap.
forgot the
Oh,
fib.
the fib,
Yeah,
and Lotus is now back in top two, even after the blue. We're gonna see what. Never mind. Both one bagger is billing, and one is driving normally. So we will
yeah.
see.
So I
Hopefully,
definitely think 55 has it then, and
yeah.
MHS was just spamming his
We're
bill,
gonna see which bagger's
still
going
trying to get a
back.
star.
Yeah, Slick
I
has
think
it.
he's
Yeah.
trying to drop a star for load. No, it doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like he had
No,
one.
yeah. Bomb up could connect. Oh, unfortunate bomb attempt, but still top two for Lotus right now with not sure though if 55 actually has the dodges because they've been in mid spots for the
Yeah,
entire race.
even if they have, they might like barely be able to get second, but not first.
The green could hit one of them, but it does not. It is bottom two actually for Lotus. But one is streaming up. They could maybe shock Judge into Seb, but Shock actually does come out TSing second onto Lotus, so maybe they could clutch 2-3 here. But Lotus potentially will keep second just because they are big. A bomb comes out, does not
It
connect.
doesn't hit him.
Think it was still top two though, even though they TS'd. Obviously, they were all small while the person that got TS'd is
Yeah,
big the entire time, so I think they just gained back the time.
TSing the top spots doesn't do that much because they will grow back
Hmm.
slower. So
Not mistaken, top 2-5 for Lotus, so a winning
yeah, but
GP.
they were still able to like break a hole into like the top formation with getting like 3 and 4. Oh, he got second actually, even better for
Yeah,
them.
so only a 1-3-5 then, but still very close GP. Anyone's match here, I believe an 8-point gain onto Lotus here, and definitely that fib and bomb lap one at the end there just helped Lotus out that race so much.
Yeah, and Judge forgetting about the like, fib tide on the tower. If he was even able to see it, I can't like remember it.
Yeah,
Maybe you didn't
and the
see
blue
it.
shenanigans on the bridge because there was a blue play that did come
Oh
out.
yeah, yeah.
Please be Peach Beach. Praying, but Goldmine could work out here. As again, they do have the two daisies. Uh,
Yeah,
actually, I lied. They only have one. I forgot Link subbed
yeah.
out. What am
Links
I
got
saying?
subbed out. I don't think Hioki is on Daisy.
It's not Peach Beach, unfortunately, and we will be going
No.
to Goldmine. I want to see Peach Beach so badly. But as we saw last time, Lotus dominated actually this race from the previous match. So we'll see if they could do
Until the
a
shock
repeat
happened, yeah.
until the
The
show. Yeah, but
55
we'll
could try to like draft up early, but it doesn't seem like they did. Because Loud is still in first.
Fib
Did they
early
get
does connect
somebody?
onto somebody.
I don't know who it was though. Seems like Judge is still right on his tail. And
Actually
outdrafting
drafts up
him.
into one. So there's going to be 1 for 55. It does seem like MHS is in 10 right now. Fib
Oh,
does not
yeah,
connect.
Fib didn't
2-3
go far enough.
for Lotus.
Maybe he can hit him like when he's like getting off there. A bit too early, unfortunately. But could try at least.
And Draggy actually goldening, I believe, but that is instantly hit out. So
Yeah.
Judge holds one still. If we do look onto Judge, he did pull that shroom due to left path having a bit of a position glitch as you are in a lower spot until you
True,
exit the
true.
cave. So he did get the box in second and then went back into one. So he's pretty safe with the shroom in one, and Slick actually in 10 as the baggers just passed by. So
Yeah, that's good
if
for
55 does pull
Judge in
shock
first
here, this
game,
could be very
definitely.
good. But don't
I
know
would
because
assume
again,
it's probably still
a blue
shockless
won't
right now,
help.
but we'll see.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Lord got bodied there. Judge
I,
has
I didn't.
like a huge lead now. Well, not like huge, but a
I'm not
decent
sure
lead.
what bag was that a bagger again?
I didn't really look at it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We will see though. If that was a player or a bagger.
I
A
think
star does
Slick was
come out.
already past him there, and MHS was somewhere
Yeah,
else, so I don't think that was a beggar.
lots of Lotus in dodges, but Shock doesn't come in. There's actually a lot of Lotus dying as well, and Lord shooting up. It's actually 2-3-4. For Lotus.
Wow.
That
I assume it was also shockless the whole time.
and they do say have pen in the rep chat,
Oh,
so
okay. Then it was actually a pen, I guess.
it was a bagger, but again, I'm not sure if it was Slick or MHS. Obviously, if it's MHS, so it will be a 0.
It has to be.
A 5, it's gonna be a 10 because he got bumped. Well, you are a referee, so you could vouch here
I'm not a
potentially, but he got
referee.
bumped. Oh wait, your ref got removed.
That age pretty poorly, Sparkster. Let's not talk about that.
My fault. Okay, anyways, I think it will be a 10 because it wasn't just a bump into a wall, but he also got dropped into his item. So, uh,
Yeah, we'll
but
have
that's
to
all
wait
if
for them
it's
to
like,
send the clip. Doesn't
yeah.
seem like they sent it yet. Oh, I think they sent it now. I'll have a look at
But
it.
nonetheless, a winning race, even though if it is a 0. So,
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if they will call it a 5 or a 10 because like he got pushed into the wall and then he drove forward and hit his own word, so
oh, true,
there could
yeah,
be
I
some
see.
discussions about it being like a 5 or 10.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some debate between a 5 or a 10 here, because yeah,
I
definitely
assume they will
avoidable.
call it a 10, but
Yeah, no, definitely avoidable, but just because like the rule set obviously isn't perfect, so could be some flaws. But um, anyway, it will help out Lotus still, no matter what here, as they are getting a pen plus a good winning race. They did get 2, 3, 4, 6, I do believe.
yeah.
So they have a good lead right now, approaching halfway, and it's BC3 again last time. 55 now is the one that dominated this race last
Yeah.
time. So we'll see.
Definitely should still favor them like overall.
Yeah, definitely. Could see an insta back on the fib, and actually no. Low-key, if that was me, I'd just insta back that fib, but
They will probably just try to. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say
ooh,
they
but
will probably
good
try to
fib.
cut with it, but
Let's see if Judge actually gets a block onto this cut. Oh, too late. The cut is unblocked for anyone to take it, but so far, Squirrel is the first taker, followed by Leotes, so 2-3 still for 55 with Lotus in 145. So pretty mixed up spots right now. None of the backs hitting. Jace, honestly, do not know where Jace is right now. Okay, he's in third. It's lagging a bit, but an early blue and a good slowdown from Squirrel, so it's actually going to hit Leote, but he dodges the blue with his shroom, so I think he has a shroom in first, I think, because he had triple shrooms. Never mind, he's trailing an item. Could see some shenanigans on
does
the
it?
cut here.
Oh no, no. Okay, he let it back.
Yeah, I thought it got past, yeah.
But it doesn't seem like Judge made the cut. No, no, he still fell off, probably due to
Yeah,
a
no, he's
bump or
off.
something. But
Hanny made it, following Drag, and then Draggy following, so it's actually 1-3-4 um, for Lotus right now, and this pack split's
yeah,
crazy, and Hanny's
so
actually
far they
hit.
aren't able to dominate the track as much as the last time, the last war.
So yeah, Lotus is definitely in the position you're considering this pack split here. With 3 of Lotus in the top 4. They just need to kill out Hanny here somehow, but also Shock could play a massive part here. Bomb goes up, almost connects. That
Oh,
would have been
barely
really
misses
bad
him.
for Lord, considering he has this Mega in third. But now Judge has his own Mega himself. And
Oh,
Shock
oh
actually comes
God.
out both
Is he going
both
for
Mega Dodgers.
what? Oh,
Stream
okay, Judge
stream is
spins the leg,
lagging a bit.
unfortunately.
Yeah. He's going for Shroomless. Oh,
He
and he
makes it, he
makes
makes
it.
it.
Oh, very clutch. And Squirrel did get blued on the other POV here. But there's still 2-3 though. It's gonna be a close race coming on to the last turn. Greenback connects. This fib could be oh, these triple reds, he has to hit him.
Does he get him?
Oh, but he
Oh,
hit somebody's
oh.
off the track. But he's off the
No, I
track.
understand what he was trying to do, but it unfortunately didn't quite
Yeah.
work out.
I think he was just cooked there no matter what, considering, fib third,
Probably,
triple
yeah.
reds four, so can't really do much about that.
He just had to like somehow like hop over a tiny gap there.
Yeah, you had to
But
hop
very
and
well
then
played from
also
Judge,
like
definitely.
focus on the
Getting
fib
back
there.
into first.
From what we see, it is a -10 from the gold
Oh,
mine
actually.
pen there.
Yeah, I was expecting it.
But yeah, winning race 455 due to those good triple reds pull. So definitely bringing it back, kind of canceling that pen a little bit in a way.
Yeah, also the shock benefited them hugely. But it seems like with the pen, Lotus is still up by a decent margin.
Well, Lotus should be up now in the teens here, +16 halfway
16
through.
with
So
the pen.
definitely way better right now compared to
Yeah,
last
compared to
match.
the
But
last
still,
one.
anyone's match here, 55 could still take this 2-0. It's definitely not a safe situation for either team. And we are going to see Maple come out on the side of 55.
Yeah, that should definitely be good for them if they can keep the spots.
Probably going to see 55 hopping into cut in third as we saw last time. And Judge will just need to keep this one here, hopefully. Lots of Lotus behind him in 2-3. Insta-red comes out, so now he's itemless, but thankfully getting this item here, and it is another good protection item. But it is gone now,
Far away.
so
I think his team is just
yeah,
behind him. Yeah.
think so. Slick is in 10 right now, so it could be a good start for 55 here.
Oh, Judge got the shroom. That's good. That's good for
Lucky
him.
ground shroom, yeah. Yeah, Leoty. Oh my god. Sorry, from the other POV, there was a bomb that hit lots of Lotus onto the bridge, so it does give a bigger pack split
And they're like
for
6,
55.
5, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
So 55 definitely has some breathing room depending on who gets shock.
See, no cannon shock, yeah, so
Yeah, I assume it's
still good
shock
for
as right
55.
now. Unless
Should be.
55 just trolled and is trying to like get out of the way. Also that Wriggler will... Oh, no, he barely gets past the Wriggler.
Almost, yeah.
Thought he was gonna keep him there. Oh, good back red for him.
I think it is still 1-3. Yeah, 1-3 for
Yeah.
50. Never mind, we're top 3.
Top
I
3,
lied.
actually.
What am I saying?
Wow.
Yeah, I thought a Lotus member wasn't second, but never mind.
I thought too that Reggie was up there.
Yeah. So top 3 right now. Lotus will have
Where
to
the
do
fuck did
something
that
here.
bomb go?
Squirrel actually taking cut. They do need a shock here, but it does not come
I
out,
assume it's still
unfortunately.
shot class.
Yeah.
No! He's still fast though, so it's fine.
Yeah, Judge
I think he
unfortunately
tried to
hits the
like...
Wiggler.
get some airtime there. Didn't seem like it worked.
Yeah, still very good. 455 on as long as it's shockless. We could see a TS
Yeah.
potentially here. Does not come out.
Somebody's in
And
lag behind Lord, but
yeah,
doesn't seem like they're dodging.
seems like a safe top 3 here.
Yeah.
455 just depends what Yokai gets here. It is going to be 8th, so at least Lotus does get kind of the best possible situation here.
Yeah,
And
so
it's
they
going to
should
be,
be pretty much tied, like, or 55 should
yeah,
be barely up, like, by like 1 or 3.
yeah, it's either, yeah, it will be either plus 17 or 19, so yeah, 1 or 3 here. But yeah, great way to bring it back after a few races of kind of small losing races. And just like last match, they had a very good beginning, and then by lap 2, they're just gone top 3. So
Yeah, usually if they get a good beginning and not like terrible item luck, they will just be gone usually on like these kind of like tech and running tracks. So I'm guessing we will see a BCV pick. Maybe Judge will even pick alongside his team now. I think he
maybe.
did, yeah. He did on the other POV.
Maybe. Yeah, we
Let's
are
see.
seeing a BCWE
Guns.
coming out.
Okay.
Again, this could be very dangerous, just considering that just 55 just has the stronger glitch
Yeah.
takers. So we will see.
Oh, by the
But
way,
yeah,
Sparks, people in the chat are saying you are pronouncing Yoki or very
is it
wrong. You say
Yoki?
like Yokai, and
Is it
it's
Yoki?
apparently Yoki. Yeah.
Yoki.
They've been
My fault.
complaining for
My
like
fault,
20
chat.
minutes, so I thought I'd just tell you eventually.
My fault, chat. No, I'm gonna pull up the chat actually. Hold up.
No, I just open it from time to time to see what happens.
Oh, it's Flame? Okay, yeah, no, I Loki don't care. Okay. Anyways. Like it's Flame, bro. Like what? Dude, it's the 55 people telling me, like, bro, come on. Come on, guys. But anyways, back to the
I mean, it's their teammates, so they'll probably be right.
trivia.
But you do you. Bro.
Lord is getting an early TC here with 55 actually. In most top spots here, I do believe. Unfortunately, both our POVs are in the
Yeah, and
black.
Judge POV is lagging out again.
And Judge,
Unfortunate.
yeah. Green almost connects onto Lord, yeah, so we'll unfortunately maybe stay onto Lord's POV for
For
a
now, yeah.
bit here. But both our POVs are in bottom two, so unfortunately, we will not see who's in the top spots. But it does seem, yeah, Lotus is in 568, which means that most of
I think
55.
somebody is also trying to drop a star based on the minimap, but it should be shockless right now because the bad guy in 10th also just hit change jump.
Yeah, they both spun out. Hopefully we will see. MHS is the one gone 10, so
Yeah.
could be
Doesn't
good.
seem like Slick dropped a star though. But maybe he's just
Does not
trying to
seem
like
like
drive in
it.
front of them and to drop it. Oh wow.
But now Fib up
Did you get him?
does not
Yeah.
connect. But we'll see if Judge does have a shroom, which could lean into it. Yeah, he is in the line. But
Oh, but
Lucky
Lord
Shroom
gets one
second.
too.
Yeah. Lots of people actually in the front taking cuts. Still 2-3 for Lotus here. A shot could play actually a big role here.
Yeah, it should probably be a Lotus having it. Could tip
Pop
up
Dodge
or
comes out. Oh,
he
unfortunate.
avoided the
And then
power really nicely, but he hit all the nanas,
yeah.
unfortunately for him.
But now it's top 2 for 55 now.
Yeah, maybe they can. I was gonna say maybe they can shock it, but
Shock does come out. There was a Dodger, just not sure who it is. Oh, it's Jace, but he actually hits Lord.
it should be Lotus, but it just killed
Oh,
Blood due to lag probably,
yeah.
unfortunately.
But 55 actually getting 5, 6, 7, which does mean they still get the winning race, even with the unfortunate miscommunication on that team kill. But
even then,
st
top 2 was probably already gone for 55.
I think 55 still kept 1, I do believe. So it should be 2, 3, 4, 8, unless Jace snuck up into 1 on the
I
last
don't think
turn.
so.
Yeah, no, 2, 3,
Oh, they
4.
were able to red second order at least, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That just like evens out the score. So it should be like tied now, yeah. With the pan though, obviously, but both are having to fight for their lives now to make the
Yeah,
best out
definitely.
of the last 4 races.
Yeah, no, Lotus definitely, obviously, as the team down 1-0 is in a pretty desperate situation. It is a closer match, but again, it is tied now, obviously including the Pens. So yeah, this could decide this final GP, the entire playoff series here. 55 could take it as long as they just win this GP here. That's all they have to do. And
Yeah. Otherwise, we'll have to see if they're gonna play the third match today or just reschedule to another time.
but we do see Peach Beach. Let's go.
Oh.
Go.
Seems like
So
Judge went back to picking it.
we will see if Judge's track pick actually works out or he lost his team the entire match. Lord gets the box 10. It is a golden, unfortunately. Hanny also went backwards as well, so we could potentially see Hanny actually having Bill.
Yeah, I mean, the golden isn't too bad. He can at least probably chain his item there. Yeah.
Don't think Hanny has Bill just because he took cut as well through the water there,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
We do see lots of Lotus here in the front, but Judge is staying in 1. It is 2, 3, 4, 5 though, for Lotus,
On
but
that track, the swing can happen like
and especially
yeah.
that Slick is in 10 and then 55 is bottom. Never mind, as I say that, he is hit by the Cataquack. So,
So he probably had the.
yeah.
Oh, am I
Oh,
just starting with one of
MHS?
them? I don't
No,
know.
never mind.
He might have shock.
Oh, he does. He has shock, yeah.
Yeah,
This could
we
be
saw, we
really
just
good
saw
for
Slick
Lotus.
billing, so I will assume.
Yeah. Yeah, shock comes out. There's one Dodger.
Somebody has a TC
We will
though.
It's Lotus. Oh, in the Reds. Cracks it on the
Oh,
Cataquack. Oh, great play by Judge. Actually avoids all the Reds.
yeah.
From Jace. Red back
Wow,
and green.
well played.
So yeah, that's gonna be 1-3 for Lotus. Unfortunately, I think
Yeah,
bottom
Dodge just really got
2.
owned by the TC after the shock, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I do
That
think
could have been
Lotus
so much
overall
worse though if
first
Judge
one.
got redded though.
Yeah. He did a good job keeping his position after the shock.
So I think yeah, either +1 or -1 considering it was I think it was 1-3. Did not see the top spot. When everyone crossed, but
Yeah, no, me neither. We'll have to wait.
yeah,
And 1-3, bomb 2.
+1 for
And +1,
Lotus
yeah.
here. So yeah, still basically all tied up. With 3 races to go, still anyone's
Or
match.
at the
This,
very least, Judge finally got his track.
I guess it could have gone worse. Could have gone worse. But this is going to get tense going into the last 3 races here. Every track pick, every play is going to matter here. Is that no? Never mind. I thought I saw Gorge, but it is Moonview. DS Yoshi Falls. Oh my god.
Oh, and it seems like he only picked it too, because everyone else on the team picked Cooper Cape, I assume.
Yoshi
I mean,
Falls,
even some of
bro.
Lotus are picking Cooper Cape, so it's just cluttered over all from the tag picks.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it is
Josh getting
back
his
to
track pick
back.
again.
Judge track picks. We are
I mean, it's
seeing
not
Yoshi
terrible.
fall.
He starts in second and can maybe like jump over first, who has to go through the waterfall, but we will
Considering
see.
how, yeah, considering Jace's lag here, we've seen, could maybe
Oh, he
get
doesn't
into
even try to
one
jump
here.
over him, but he is still taking it pretty fast.
The problem. Oh,
Oh,
well,
he was
I was
able
gonna
to
say
outline him comfortably, but yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say on his screen he was ahead, but like knowing Jace, probably still ahead on his screen, which is why it was gonna be so kind of interesting there to see the beginning. But Lotus now in 2-3-4 with two shrooms here, Leoty keeping down one, and couldn't tell which bagger was in 10, unfortunately. Actually, we could maybe check here. It is a short track, but yeah, no, 55 is in 10,
So
so
we will
Slick
have to
does pull
see if there
shot.
will even be a shock at all, but
Still 2-3. All they need is a blue. Um, Judge is holding a start in 8, so again, if
yeah.
55 actually has shock, this could be a very good race. 2 of 55 in stars. Shock could come out here. 1 of Lotus in a mega, but shock
I
doesn't come
assume nobody
out.
has it, otherwise they would have used by now, but they're still getting a few spots.
Oh, never
Oh,
mind, shock comes out.
whose shock was that
Like,
though?
yeah, again, not sure. But it is
Maybe
2,
Slick could have still tried to spam it, but
it's 2-3 for Lotus and 1-4-5 for 55. So again, another even race. Yeah, if Slick pulled shock there with those 2 stars, that was GG's for this race. At least
yeah.
top 2, maybe top 2 4. Um,
I don't think their
but
shock did a lot, so I'm
I don't
assuming that
think
Slick
so.
maybe still tried to spam it, but
The best they could
maybe
have
yeah,
done is like a boost panel to
yeah,
gain a
yeah, yeah.
spot. But 2, 3, 5,
We weren't
7.
able to see if anybody.
That is
But
-1, I believe. So it literally is tied, I
is it tied again?
think. Never mind. No, +1
It
for
has plus
Lotus,
two.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, +1 for Lotus. So it's a 2-point match with 2 races left. Um, insane right now. This next race could be the deciding factor of potentially if one of the races or if one of the
Yeah,
teams actually gets like a top 3 could potentially seal the deal, Um, just with
definitely.
2 races left. Are we gonna see GV2? No, we are seeing DDR
No.
from Judge here. Not yeah, man.
But I'm expecting Squirrel to like when race 12 hits, he will pick Mushroom Gorge if it's close or something. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Unless they're like up 20, then I don't think they will, but otherwise, I already know what Squirrel is picking.
Yeah, we are seeing Koopa Cape come out. First time actually, just because it actually was not picked in match 1, surprisingly. So, and definitely the big factor of this track that is different than most RTs, if not all, is what the baggers can do at the end of the track, which is drop stars from the zappers.
It doesn't seem like any of the two went for glitch, which is surprising considering they were trying really hard to go for glitch on CM. But maybe
Yeah.
nobody of them got any shrooms, so that would explain it.
Does seem, yeah, 55 isn't top 2. A star is dropped,
Oh,
missed by, but Jace does get it behind Lord, so it is all good
that's
for
good.
Lotus here. Still top 2 though, with top 2 5 back red connected
Yeah, I
onto
definitely need a
Judge
blue
there.
shock.
Literally, all they need is a blue. Shroomba attempt from Hanny and the OT both made, so they are top 2 still. And yeah, switching over, yeah, Judge is currently itemless, but still
And
comfortable
stream is lagging
position.
again. Okay, it's good now. It's good now.
Yeah. Sherman third for Lord, but Lotus does have to do something here because 55 isn't top 2-4 right now, but both baggers are still sitting,
Yeah.
which could most likely just mean Chocolate, but MHS needs to chain his life for
Yeah,
Shock.
that's
Star
good
drop.
for them. Because Lord was really falling behind them a lot. And he even
Oh,
keeps his
really good
shroom.
pow. Green. Oh, and he hits the
Wow.
green. What a
Wow, well
play.
played,
And
well
now he's in
played.
second with a shroom. If Henny doesn't pull a green here to take
Doesn't seem
the
like
shroom, but he
it.
doesn't. Oh, but he also hold the shroom actually. Maybe use it here? Yeah. It's gonna be very
Well,
close
he's
here.
fairly fast. I
It's
mean, Henny
very
might be
close.
in front of him due to lag, but
Yeah. That's
yeah, he's
oh,
definitely
blue?
Blue
Blue could
coming.
come out. Could potentially. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Blue comes out.
I was gonna say if there's no blue, that was weird.
Both are POVs in top 2 right now. Oh,
No,
but Judge hits the zapper from our
the
other
other
POV, and he's
PvP
readied.
judge got owned,
And it's top 2 for
unfortunately.
Lotus right now. Lord misses the
If you
trick, but
don't
is all
choke this,
good.
this is very good for Lotus.
Oh, shot comes
It
out.
comes.
It is a second place for Judge.
Yeah, okay, that just evens out the top two they had,
Oh
kind
my
of.
god.
So it
I was gonna
probably
say
still close now.
Lord had a fib in red in first, and in the other POV, Judge only had a shroom in second, so low key, he was just cooked, I think, no matter what he did
Yeah,
there. Because he had no protection while Lord had 2 items to potentially outplay him, but I think it was 145 for Lotus, if I'm not
I think
mistaken.
so, yeah.
Depends. But this fourth position for Lotus could mean a lot, obviously. 1456. Yeah, 1456, again, as I said, is way better than
Kinda even
1458.
now, yeah. Let's see, I assume they're up like 9 now. 7, okay.
Yeah, up 7 back points are correct. Plus 7. 55 could take this still with a 2-0. Or Lotus could force a match 3 to be played sometime later. We will see, but this final track pick could mean a lot. We could just see like an all-out like BCWE potentially, just so 55 could just get a winning race. We'll see.
Yeah, they definitely could do that, considering BC3 was already played.
Or yeah, BCWE. I meant sorry.
Oh, DK,
I think I
wow.
said BC3.
Okay. Oh,
Or yeah, DKM.
so
But this
yeah,
Lotus pick, we'll see what they pick.
First does kind of have a weird line on DKM. Like you can still keep first like better than on like Stadium, but with lag you can just try to get ahead of first on DKM and try to like bump him out. But TF is played anyways, so it's whatever.
So a plus 7 needed for 55. 34 points is needed to tie, and a 35-point race for 55 is needed to take the win, and all Lotus needs is 28 points to keep the win here, so definitely doable, but we will need to see like a top 2, kind of 5 maybe. Green does not connect onto Judge, actually, surprisingly. Did seem like...
It seemed like
But
he was in his line where he threw it,
yeah,
I
but
mean he
early
was
top...
apparently.
Oh, but the bump, and early top 2, and he's redded
Wow.
out. So it is top 2-4 now. 455, good start for them. Obviously, if you're either bagger, you'll probably need to, and mostly MHS, I'd say you'd probably just need to.
Okay. Also, Henny just went around cut, so Judge could have a showman first. Very nice, very nice. They're trying to best to come back. And
Top
like
3 right now,
opponent
actually.
risk.
Top 3, 8. On the side of 55. POW 7 though. From Lord, we could see
That's a
T
big
POWs come out.
hop for 55.
POW comes out.
Yeah,
Does
maybe
not
he
hop
loses
dodge,
the show.
unfortunately. Blooper 7 is unfortunate. A bagger is running forward on the minimap. Not sure who it is. Not if it's Lotus though, there could be a chance here to save it. But if it is Slick, could potentially be GG's unless we do see a blue. But Lord does have this Mega 5 and he is holding it. He's not chaining for blue. Maybe MHS has it. Not sure yet.
Charging fast if they have, but hard to say.
Just not sure what team has it. It
I'm
could be
assuming
either
Slick
team.
has it, then, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be either team, but 3-4 still for Lotus. They need like 2-3 just to be safe. Forced into Mega.
Yeah, no, 55 definitely has it if they're not dodging him here. But yeah, it isn't
Shock doesn't
out.
come out. Yeah. This could be it. If a 55 shock actually comes out, it is... Shock does come out. A shock red.
Oh,
Wait, but there's a build dodger. Oh, but it's Yokai.
But they were
Oh, and
able
that's
to wedge Dutch in front of the line, or Heine, but I think they still got
oh,
fourth, so that is pretty
top
much
two.
over.
Yeah, no, top two four is enough. No matter what, eight, 10, would not change it. But yeah, Slick pulling the deciding race 12, match two shock to win the match. They were trailing for almost, if not the entire match, I think. They were always
Yeah, it was
close, but they
always
were
pretty
just always
close. I
behind.
think it was like most of the time it was like single digits.
Yeah, no,
That's
literally, yeah. But a 135 from Judge to barely win.
yeah. Wow, that's a
Um,
crazy score. That might even be one of the highest scores like in this div that happened so far.
yeah, but
Crazy.
crazy match too. Definitely way better to
Oh wait.
or
Oh no no no. Never mind. I was just seeing the Dragon set have pen, but it's like 30 minutes ago. I was scared for a moment, but no no no. That was from Gold Mine.
that was gold mine, yeah. But yeah, crazy match. Definitely way more intense. Just from our POV, compared to match one. But Lotus definitely brought up a way better fight here, compared to match one. And yeah, we will be seeing a Bay 2 versus 55 finals in
Yeah.
D7, which I don't know when you guys are gonna play, but
Let's play today.
yeah,
No,
let's
I don't have to, but it
good
would be
one,
funny.
good one. Make them play like 4 to 5 matches today.
I do have to say, like, to a large part, that match, like, at least when we look at the score, that was hugely carried by, like, Chubb's individual running performance for, at least for the second half of the match, because we see he, like, scored 57 and 47 in the last two GPs, and he was, like, able to keep a good front presence. So that was definitely a huge factor, and, like,
Yeah,
maybe 55 forwards. Wow.
but yeah, with that does conclude the D7 semis. What a way to kind of start off the playoffs this season, even though it was D7, still a crazy match, and
Yeah,
will show.
funnily enough, this was still played during the regular season time because it was already like decided somewhat early on what the top three
Yeah, it
spots
is
are in
technically
the
still
division.
buffer week, so
Yeah. No, I think this one was the buffer week, if I remember
yeah, it
right.
is buffer week still, so. But yeah, if you don't, I'm mostly done. Do you have anything else to say before we um conclude
Well, I'm looking
this?
forward to the finals match. We'll see when it happens. Hopefully soon. I'm not interested in waiting forever.
Are you guys gonna
But
try to get that cast as well, or?
oh, we'll see. You can cast that.
Hey, I'd be down to, but yeah, no, we will see. But yeah, uh, make sure to stay tuned for obviously the D7 finals, but not just the D7 finals, all of the semis and finals. We're gonna try to be casting as many uh playoff matches from any division as possible. And yeah, that's about it from me, and should be uh good from you. So yeah, that's gonna be it from us today. Thank you
Yeah.
all for
Thanks for
watching.
watching.
Yeah, crazy matches, but we'll see you all in the next casts for some more playoff matches. So thank you all.
Bye bye.